You already know you need protein for muscles, but what you may not know is that everything about you either is a protein or is affected by a protein. Because proteins, in addition to providing structure, like the collagen in your skin, and function, like the proteins that cause your muscles to move, or the hemoglobin in your blood that allows oxygen to bind to it, are also enzymes. What is an enzyme? An enzyme is a protein catalyst. A catalyst makes chemical reactions much easier. It won't allow two chemicals that wouldn't already react with each other to react with each other, but it will lower the amount of energy it requires for that reaction to take place. We call this energy the activation energy. And for a lot of the reactions that take place in your body, without enzymes, the activation energy would be really, really high. That means it would be almost impossible for those reactions to take place at body temperature without enzymes. Remember, everything is chemicals. And to be alive, you have to have a lot of chemical reactions going on all the time. That's metabolism. And it's driven by enzymes, which are proteins. So let me say it again. Everything that happens in an organism happens because of protein. That makes this macromolecule one of the most important ones we can learn about. Proteins are made of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. The monomer of protein is called an amino acid. There are about 20 different kinds of amino acids, and when they get strung together, we call that a polypeptide. Polypeptides get combined into proteins. Any given polypeptide might have just a few amino acids or thousands. The combination of amino acids in a polypeptide and the way the polypeptides are bonded together affect the protein's shape and allow proteins to have very diverse and complex shapes. The function of any given protein is dependent on the shape of the molecule. That means your muscles can't contract and your blood can't carry oxygen if the proteins aren't the right shape. Sometimes environmental factors can change the shape of a protein. We call this denaturing the protein. For instance, you know what happens when you cook an egg and you can't uncook it. That happens because the proteins in the egg have changed shape when they got too warm. Changing the shape of a protein doesn't always change a liquid into a solid, and it's not always irreversible, but it does change the function of that protein. A cooked egg might be delicious, but it's not making a baby chicken anytime soon. Stay awesome. I'll see you next time.